21.
Is it 21? I thought this was 22.
No, it is 22.
No, it is. I was just saying the joke.
What joke?
I'm feeling 22.
Yeah, but
No, shoot me. I quoted Taylor Swift. Somebody put me down.
I'm sorry, Mitchell.
I want out, but you can't go to heaven if you commit suicide.
Do it then, coward.
I'm pretty sure you can't go to heaven if you reference a Taylor Swift line, so...
Taylor Swift and Halle Berry, are you two? Like, nope, you're done.
Okay, but...
Sorry, buddy. It's the way things are.
I was looking at like early 2000 like pop singers recently, especially like the female, and like Christina Aguilera. Like, what is her face? I just like, it just looks so weird.
What is her face?
I don't know. It's like...
I'm just gonna say it's a bunch of human somatic cells.
Somatic cells.
Yeah, somatic. It's the general term because there's over 200 different tissue types in the human body, but everything is either somatic or gamete.
Gamete?
Gamete.
Oh, gamete.
Gamete.
I was like, huh?
You know, genital stuff that makes kids.
Yes.
I see. I get that. You know, the white goo.
Yes, I was using the more clinical terms and also
Yeah.
the female equivalent because...
Mitch,
you know,
when do we ever use clinical words here, huh?
I do because otherwise you guys do... Because otherwise you guys just go, you said the cum word.
Stop.
Stop being right.
You're not helping our case.
But anyways, welcome to the 22nd episode. I'm with a different layout because Discord was like, I'll just update, I guess. I'm Austin.
Then it hasn't updated for me because all my shit's still circles.
Really? Mine, on my screen, it's still like, it's like odd squares. It's like odd squares, yeah.
Is it squares with rounded corners?
Yeah, like very smooth corners, yeah.
That's called rounded corners.
Well, whatever.
Either that or it's an irregular octagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, it caught me off guard when I started the call. I was like, oh, did they add a new ringing thing? And it stayed when me and Nick picked up, and I was like,
also, if there's no edges to a square, is it technically a square?
Mitch, it's 4 o'clock on a Monday. You can't be hurting my brain like this, okay? I'm not loopy enough, all right?
No. This isn't a thing of you not being loopy enough. It's me making you actually think for the first time in over a month.
Dang it.
Well, in terms of topology, it is not a square. Because it has those rounded edges and stuff like that.
All right.
Just like a mug is a, what is it? It's the same shape as a donut.
A mug is the same shape as a donut?
Sorry, under the classification. They are, yeah.
No way.
Are you talking like from the side or from the top down?
No, in topology terms, they're considered the same shape.
Is a donut.
Is a donut a mug?
Yeah, that's. Except I typed it horribly wrong. As a
topology.
As a mug.
As a MiG. Yes. MiG. Let's take those Russian planes from the 80s, and is a donut one of those?
When is it?
Watch. I'll send a picture.
And is a punchki fucking stuka?
In the metaphor, the
is
mug.
a croissant a P-51 Mustang?
Look at not camera.
In the metaphor, the mug and the donut are one of the same. If they were made out of rubber, one could be twisted and stretched into the shape of the other without changing its essence.
Yep.
Oh my God! Whoa.
Yep. That's topology for you. Huh. Another realm of math.
I'm gonna wake up one day at like 3 a.m. You know, my future child is just screaming in its bed, and I'm just gonna be like,
Donuts are mugs.
Donuts are mugs. It's like that bit from Dragon Ball Z Abridged where it's like
All these squares make a circle.
All these
squares make a circle. Yeah, don't mind Popo. He just dropped a gallon of acid. A gallon? Yeah. Where did he even get that? I don't know. He was keeping it in like a milk jug.
Oh no!
Oh my god, I love that show. I'm so sad.
It's too bad it's over.
I know. I feel so bad. I was like, when they were like, "Oh yeah, no Broly movie," I was like, "Something's wrong. I can feel it." But you know, they still have their top 10s and whatever that I like to watch. But yeah, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, super funny. But yeah, welcome. I didn't even finish the intro. I forgot. Welcome. I'm Austin on the right. Paint the donut. Finally, he's using his.
You mean the mug?
Yeah, the mug.
I am a mug now. Yes.
Space mug.
I am Mugman.
I know what the title of this episode is. A jelly-filled mug.
Imagine going in to drink your coffee, you just bite the mug and it's jelly.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Austin, I know you at some point in your life you look at a mug and go, a donut.
It feels like it's almost a Simpson bit. It's like
Donut.
Yeah, but Brenden has finally gone back to reusing his old pictures. No, now I don't have to crop this one out. Yay!
He's not very
Thank you
optimistic.
for reminding me. I'm gonna switch it right now.
And then we have Mitchell.
Yes.
Hi. And then we have Nick.
Guys. Hello. I am Cat.
Thank you, Mr. Cat. But yeah,
Yeah, you're welcome.
welcome to the 22nd episode. So guys, how's week 4 been? You know, drink any donuts recently? You know, eat some mugs.
Eat some mugs, you know.
I actually do have some coffee right next to me. And
Oh,
I'm doing
nice.
okay.
I think this week has been a big time for like
Rush.
thinking on past events and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
So actually going out and organizing your feelings about things.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people put their stuff to the side to deal with later, and that later is now. So
Wow, yeah, that was very. Wow, yeah.
Nick, have you been smoking?
no, I'm not. I'm actually intelligent this time. I'm sorry.
Nick, what was the book that you read that you were reading at work that one day? It was like that astronomy book or whatever.
No, it's called The Jazz of Physics.
Mm-hmm. Nick is the type of guy to be like, here, while I'm doing dishes, let me read The Jazz of Physics.
Yes.
At the same time, like he was sitting, like I legit turned the corner one day, and there he was by the dish pit. He was like, he had his finger on his chin. He was reading the book, you know, with like the thumb in between. I'm like, this man is gonna be like the next guy on the statue, like looking at the apple.
Just that is an apple. Yes, apple.
I wanna actually find out if that's what's like engraved on that statue. It's like, apple.
Apple. Yes, that is apple.
Yeah, but I feel like this week has very much been like a week of like accepting. It's like, okay, all right, we got another week of this, but like at the same time, reflection. Because I did go through my Snapchat memories. Because you know how sometimes it'll be all like, oh, this happened today, last year, or 2 years, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it did. Thanks for reminding me, Snapchat.
Yep. Thanks, Snapchat.
It's like, I used to go outside. That's all.
Being an adventurer like you.
Then until it took.
Imagine going back in time to like your 10-year-old, 11-year-old self and being like, look, in 2020, it's gonna start off with the panic of World War III, and then we're gonna be locked in.
Australia is going to light on fire
Australia
for a
will be
month.
in a blaze.
And then as soon as they put Australia out, the second Black Plague is going to happen.
Be
Except
prepared.
it's not going to kill a third of Europe. It's just going to kill their will to live. God damn it, Brenden! Why did you switch pictures?
I mean, I do like it. It looks oddly sasatisfying, though. Wait, it's a
donut.
It's a ramen donut.
It's a cup.
That
makes me feel
that
terrible.
just
So-
sounds like a cursed image.
Are you gonna put glue on it,
Like,
and, paint it and stuff like that?
Yes.
Going back about a minute to something Brendan said, he made a Skyrim reference about taking an arrow to the knee, and we played D&D last week.
oh yes, we did.
But I mean, the three of you played for the first time, and I got to play as a player instead of a DM for the first time in like a year.
Yeah, Justin.
It's been a while.
Justin
DM'd, and he would probably talk about that if he was here, but he's not because he's big stinky. But that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't watch this anyway.
But yeah, we had our first D&D sesh with the three of us, or the four of us, Justin, a friend Noah, and our friend Bethany, and it was really funny.
The funniest part is, Noah, who is usually the largest crackhead that anybody here knows,
Yes.
played the most
Yeah,
chill character out of any of them, and Beth, who I have in the 3 conversations that I've had with her, have not really seen her to be a total crackhead. Excited,
yes.
but not a crackhead. Was
There's
the
a big
most
difference.
fucking crackhead that has ever cracked heads.
Literally
So-
from middle school to high school, to now, he is the biggest crackhead I've ever known.
He's talking about Noah, not Beth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Noah.
It's so funny because Noah, his character, it's like this chilled. You could think that he was stoned. He was chilled out. He's just like. So we started off. Our session started off with us in this market area, and it was
Some shithead trying to pull some.
something happened. These thugs tried to rob a.
First there was a market stall that had a monkey.
Yeah, that's right.
And the
That's
monkey
right. That's right.
was talking, but it wasn't actually the monkey talking. It was a gnome hiding under the market stall.
Mitchell's,
So I threatened him
Mitchell's
with
character
violence.
was not having it. He's like, "Aye."
Then
Something about
this dude got accosted, so I took it upon myself to enact justice. And then Beth's character, who was standing in a fountain about 10 feet away looking for coins in the bottom of it, saw these guys, decided they probably have money, and hit one of them in the nuts with a flip.
Yeah, her character is so funny because she's like a tiny little goblin who just wants money. It's
I feel like I imagined her just crawling on all fours, all the time.
when quarantine is over, it's gonna be like it's like, "Hey Beth,
She comes out of the door just. Give
She
me a
took on the
change.
role too seriously.
She's gone insane, boys. Stand back.
Well, the funny thing was when we were helping all of you make your characters, she looked at the list of character races and she was like, "Is there a goblin?" I was like,
Yes.
"Yeah." She's playing a barbarian,
yeah."
which basically is very angry, big sword, fuck everything up character, which she was very adamant about wanting to play. Then she was like, "Can I play a goblin?" I was like, "Yes, but that will limit you from taking the really big swords." And she was like,
That's fine.
Could I take something that I could beat someone's head in with? And I was like,
I'm gonna like you.
yeah. She was like, all right. Cool.
What would you say her alignment chart is? What was her alignment chart?
I don't remember what she had written down, but I would be
Something
very
chaotic.
surprised if it wasn't chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Chaotic neutral. That was just not
How the
evil.
fuck is she chaotic?
Right now. You want me to check right now?
Yeah, Justin
Lawful?
is looking it up. No, Justin
not
said she was
lawful.
chaotic good, and I'm just
Good?
confused as to how she was chaotic good in any sense of it.
She can't be.
She's the most
Yeah, because she
purely chaotic neutral.
she
She flips a coin and then goes, yeah.
she
I was gonna say the other half
Yeah,
of it
it's
was
chaotic neutral.
yeah,
Okay.
was that Nick couldn't make the first half of the session.
yeah.
No.
I believe Noah couldn't make the second.
No, he could not
Yeah.
make the second.
Okay.
Because I was like,
So after we were
yeah. So
I think something
I
happened.
heard something. I heard something about someone got mugged.
yeah, so this guy got mugged. Sorry, I thought I heard like wheels or something getting dragged downstairs. My dog has gone to the vet earlier today. So
Yeah, that's kind of
You
concerning.
think we have a disabled dog now?
Justin, he has hip problems. No, so guy got mugged. We tracked it to this alleyway, saw some stuff on the walls that indicated that somebody had ran up the walls and across a roof, got over the roof, and that's what. No, Dad took him to the vet. He's back. Oh. Not up here. Weird. So that's when we met Nick.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were in the desert and Nick's character was the driest thing there.
Yes. Oh my God. It was great though, because that's my that's the whole character.
He's just
He's-
like, all right,
Yeah.
who asked?
Yep.
I was talking. We were introducing each other, right? And it gets to Austin. He's got this like I think Austin's still trying to figure out his little character, but
Yeah, a little.
he was talking about his character, introducing him, and he was trying to act cool, and I just straight up looked at him, talked. Stop talking, please. It was the funniest thing ever.
It's always the first session or two of a campaign is always interesting because it's people trying to figure out, especially if it's like your first campaign.
Oh yeah.
There's usually a person or two that are trying to figure out where their character itself is going to settle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for my voice.
That was Austin.
Yeah, like for my voice.
Yeah, you have your voice down.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out where your character is. And then on the other end, you have people who know exactly what their character is and just need to figure out a voice. And that was Brenden. As he went through 15 accents in about an hour.
It was so funny because
It was amazing.
He didn't know what to do. He messaged.
I messaged Austin like multiple times. Like
He messaged me. Where was it? Hold on. I have to. He went. He's like, why do I keep putting on this stupid accent? I was like, I don't know. What are you, by accent or something?
Well,
What?
I didn't exactly help with that idea because I just went full in on a Scottish dwarf. Like right from the beginning.
And I feel like that fed to him. Yeah. Cause
Oh yeah, well, it's one of those things where like if you're gonna not be yourself, the first thing that people go for is
other people.
Something that they
change your voice.
yeah.
like my character's voice. It's it was like
It's very
yeah,
down here.
and then
raspy
Mitch was
and
like
very,
Colonel. You know, he made a Metal Gear Solid joke, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. I can do a like snake grizzly voice like very easily. So I was like, that will be my character. That's cool. Yeah, it's like bam.
And I just kind of like thought about it after the whole accent thing passed over, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just go with the basic white American.
Thank you.
Mr. Honky's the name.
Honky.
Yeah, that's
honky mayo head.
yeah. Nick, did you not know honky is another term for white people?
No,
It
it's
is.
It's
Wow.
technically a derogatory term, but
Like,
Yeah.
like
We don't
Like-
say that.
no, it's not even we don't say that. It's just like it's so fucking stupid. Who cares?
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the term honky tonk? Or is that where it comes from?
I think so.
Okay, because that would make sense.
yeah, but D&D is super fun, and we have our next our next session Thursday, and Justin is Justin Z's the head, but yeah,
The DM.
It's called the DM.
yeah, the DM.
Which technically means dungeon master, but there's this whole thing of like, ooh,
Master.
dungeon master, the one that determines everything the players do. And when you're actually the dungeon master, what really goes on in your head is, oh my god, you've been flirting with this catfish for 20 minutes. Can we please just cross the goddamn river?
For half an hour.
Get on with it.
I was just gonna bring that up. Like we were, it was back at the scene when we were in the alleyway. And I forgot exactly, but we were just, our characters were just all talking, and then Justin was just, he just like leaned away from his mic, I guess, and he just like, get on with it.
He did
That was
that.
me.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, no, that was
me.
Nick.
I was like, get
Justin-
on with it.
Well, so for the game that I run, so you know how the one that we just did Thursday, everybody was level 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that I'm running for my friends, because it's been going for about a year and a half now,
Yeah.
they're all level 19.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Max level is 20.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Their current story arc, they are fighting a god.
God.
The god of the undead.
Oh, that's
Spicy.
Oh, nice.
Hades?
Undead. His name is
Undead.
Orcus. Search up images of him. He's
Hades is
terrifying.
Hades is the ruler of the underworld, right?
In Greek mythology.
Yes.
I do not control the die.
No, I was legitimately thinking of Hades from Hercules, the movie.
Yeah, well, because in D&D there is a plane of existence called Hades, which is different.
God bless me.
There's also some weird shit about demons and devils in this, and how they're two separate factions that fucking hate each other.
Oh my
Like,
God.
if you think that the Middle East is bad... Oh, did you search up pictures of Orcus?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. I have a miniature of him that I painted. I'll send a picture in.
Beautiful.
Yes, I think so.
I think I've seen it.
My God, this is
Yeah, so they're fighting that. And so here I will, because Austin actually managed to send this, put a picture in the last time I did, because I said he wasn't going to. I'm going to send him this on a bet that he won't do it, because if I bet he won't do it, then he will. So this is my painted miniature of Orcus. And then this second one that I'm sending in.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's cool.
This second one is a Baylor. And despite the Baylor being bigger, Orcus is like 6 times stronger.
Yeah.
No, come on, Discord. Load the picture. Load the picture.
But
I will load the picture.
Ooh.
our thing on our session on Saturday, because of the fact that our group really only gets together on D&D days, we spend like the first hour of a Discord call just sending memes and talking, like just shooting the shit.
What's that one meme
And so-
that you sent? What would pooping her to assert dominance?
Yeah, that was during that.
So
It was from Watson originally.
I don't
And I just copied it into that other one.
Yeah.
But Justin was real pissed off that the rest of us
Well,
were.
it's because we kept saying that we'd start and then we wouldn't.
If you're going to talk to me this much, just join the podcast.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Justin was real upset because we kept going, all right, let's start, and then somebody would bring up another thing and we would get sidetracked for 10 minutes. And so it's just like every week I just have learned that the first hour to hour and 15 minutes is going to be not at all productive.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, I have a
And
meme stash.
then- Yeah, pretty much. And then after that, that's when it gets going. Once it gets going, they're all very like,
They're
attentive and yeah. One of them you know how Brenden changes to a new donut every week?
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy changes to, do you know Carl from Aquitaine Hunger Force?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a picture of him dressed up as some other character from some other thing every week.
Nice.
So we've had Naruto Carl, we've had SpongeBob Carl, we've had Midoriya Carl, we've had Carl with the Sharingan eyes.
We've had Carl.
We've had Superman Carl. We've had Catgirl Carl.
Ooh.
We've had Mega Milk Carl. That was a weird one.
Mega Milk. Mega Milk.
You know exactly the picture that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
There's a lot of there's some weird shit that goes on in that. Because it's my friends that are the most how do I put this? They're the stoners that have never smoked weed.
Yeah, no,
That makes
understandable.
sense.
Yeah.
They're the most chill people, and their sense of humor is kind of out there.
Yeah.
But none of them are druggies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of them, I think I've said before. Have any of you guys ever talked to Derek Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So he's in our not Discord. He is in our Discord,
Yeah.
but he's also in he's in our D&D game.
Mm-hmm.
And his character started doing art.
Art?
And yes. And to do this art, Derek goes into MS Paint and will make art.
Ooh. Oh.
It is
Like Ringo. Like
disturbing.
Ringo from the Beatles type art.
Yes. Yes. His character is also a total sociopath. He pinned with arrows this dragon-ish creature to his wall. The blood of that thing dripped down onto a canvas. And so he went into MS Paint and made a painting off of that, and it's just yellow. It's got the outline of wings and a rib cage, and then on the edges of it, it says war, death, onions.
Onions. Nice.
It is D&D is pure chaos, and I love it.
Now I can't get now I have the image of the Ringo Starr's MS Paint art stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, you know the one that's the red face?
Oh yeah, no, that's the exact one.
I ran a one shot for them a couple weeks ago because one of them was I'm feeling sick, I don't think I can make it. Mm-hmm. And so I was okay, I'll run a one shot. Gave everybody character sheets to make a one shot character for. Then Justin spilled Coke on his keyboard.
Oh.
And so he couldn't play. And the guy that was I'm sick was I'm actually feeling kind of better. I think I can play. And I was well, we're still doing a one shot.
Okay.
So Derek's brother Curtis used that Ringo Starr art for his character token.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I also like how my character token doesn't represent anything about my character. I legit
No, the rest of everybody else's character tokens is the only other person that isn't pretty representative of theirs is Noah.
Yeah. His is
Noah's is still, he was this is the tone that I'm going for.
Yeah.
It's Lelouch V. Britannia from Lelouch of the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Is I think the name of it. Code Geass. I'm at the soup store.
Why are you buying? Wait.
But the rest of us
buying clothes at the soup store?
have what is at least a decent approximation of what our character looks like.
Yeah.
And then there's Austin.
I took a screenshot.
Austin's shit is just it's just a picture of fucking Flapjack from Cartoon Network that's super zoomed in on a very ugly face.
It's that one kid that came up to Flapjack and Flapjack was you gotta act your age or whatever, and then the it turned out he was a 40-some-year-old guy. He's eh. And I remember I just took this screenshot and I was like, this will be it.
Yes.
I landed on the most beautiful thing. Yeah, but D&D is super fun, and I'm excited for more of it. But yeah, but also, I had for my. Wow, I'm not good at segueing. Wow, I stutter so much. See,
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
speaking of if we're gonna go on the topic of doing things with other people, as D&D is a very social and multiplayer game. What is your favorite multiplayer game?
This is
My
why
favorite
you're the
multiplayer-
king, Mitch. This is why you're the king.
Thank you. Favorite multiplayer game? That's honestly really hard because it would be Black Ops 2 or 3.
Is that just because you've been playing it recently, Nick?
No, it's because that's where most of my where I met most of my friends. I'm like Dragon and Raptor. That's why I've been playing Zombies on too. Zombies is like one of my favorite game modes of all time.
I've never really played any of the zombie modes. I'm that
It's
kid.
so fun.
But
It's so fun.
my favorite oh god. My favorite multiplayer video game, that's probably gonna have to be, let me just turn my neck.
Yeah, you look at your freaking shelf.
Yes,
of
I will look at my
1,000
shelf of thousands of games.
Yeah, you jerk off to it too. Like, looking at it.
No, that will ruin them.
Why they're sticky?
My favorite multiplayer game would have to be Stuart Little and the Pit. No.
No, I swear to God, I'll come at you. I'll get Justin on the chat.
I could go the easy way and play and say like Smash Brothers, because it's just it doesn't take, you don't have to be in a certain mood. It's just like I'm playing Smash Brothers now and that's it, you know. Or I could I don't know.
What about you, Brenden?
Well, let me think about it. Well, throughout my life, there's always one game I always came back to, and that's TF2.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was expecting. You
I have,
played
like-
that a lot.
That and Gary's Mod. But
Yes.
for multiplayer aspect, I've always played TF2. And I've been playing since, like, 6th grade. I have never gotten bored of playing this game. It's really fun. Heck, I'm playing it right now, in fact.
What?
Yeah. What? Totally not streaming Black Ops 3.
Yeah, but
To answer your question, Austin, too.
I messaged Brenden because I was so confused on why his keyboard was so loud, and I was like, why are you typing so loud? It feels like I'm hearing a level 7.7 earthquake. Yeah,
There you go, Austin.
I think my favorite multiplayer game is probably Smash Brothers because of just how accessible it is, especially now with Ultimate being on the Switch and whatnot. And just the amount of it's just the amount of memories I've made with it. Like I met one of my friends who I unfortunately don't keep up with because he graduated, but there was a kid on my bus who used to ride my bus named Jaden. And when I was in the 8th grade or whatever, or 7th grade, we used to like chill out and play Smash Brothers on our 3DSs. It was super fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about yours, Mitch?
Probably the original Destiny.
Ooh.
Like Destiny.
Or for me and my cousin, we played a lot of video games together on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And when we got Destiny, we would literally on Saturdays, we would go from like noon to like 7 p.m. And the only reason that we would get off is because our parents would go, "Hey, you need to come eat dinner.
Nice.
You have to actually do something.
You need to actually like do stuff.
Yeah.
You need to move.
You need to like be a semi-productive human being."
Take the gamer headset off, son.
We got real good at it.
Yeah.
Like
Are you talking
For-
for
like for as good as Justin is at Rainbow Six, Cam is like
That with
2
Destiny?
to 3 times that good on Destiny.
Oh,
Nice.
That motherfucker, like, so, I mean, you guys have played a little bit, you know, Titans?
Oh, yeah.
What Austin
Yeah.
plays terribly. Cam plays a Titan, and he behaves like if Doom Guy got the gravity hammer from Halo.
Oh, nice.
Like, there is nothing that will stop him from taking your shit.
oh my god.
I used to have Destiny was a good game for that too. I had Destiny 1 on the Xbox 360 because at the time I didn't have a PS4 or an Xbox One yet, or like a good enough PC. So I could only play Destiny on the 360 with my cousin and my friend Will and an old friend of mine named Banner. And this kid, I forgot it. I think it was like Red. We called him Red. And we used to play Destiny and stuff, but they also had Xbox Ones and stuff. So there would be like a disconnect sometimes. I'd be like, "Hey guys, you want to play Destiny?" And they'd be like, "We're playing it on the one." I'm like, "Oh, it's fine, whatever. That's fine. It's cool. I'll just sit here."
Lonely.
Also, I thought about it too, and Mario Party is another one of my favorite games, multiplayer games. Specifically Mario Party 2.
I mean, the Mario Kart on Wii, we had a lot of fun with too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there's a lot of shit that, like, we would go over to our cousin's house and, like, it's a goddamn shame that split screen has died
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because there were some real good ones. Like Castle Crashers was one
Oh
that
my god, yeah, Castle Crashers.
Yes.
I would go over to a friend's house, and every, like, Fridays or whatever, whenever I was over there, we would go down into his basement, we would turn on Castle Crashers, and we would, like,
Grind.
try and run through the entire campaign of that game as fast as we could.
Yeah.
Because we had our characters at, like, the max possible level.
Yeah, I when I went over to my cousins in Detroit like a few months, or actually not months, years ago, we sat down and played Castle Crashers. It was super fun. I'm trying to remember. Gun game in Black. One thing about the Call of Duty series that I'm always happy that they keep is the split screen, because gun game, Call of Duty, ooh.
Gun game torture.
Me and my cousin.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
don't
Me
you
and my
dare
cousin,
bring that up,
me and my
Nick.
cousin Nathan, we sat down on Black Ops 3 and we played gun game, and he had Rick Ashley blasting right next to him, and so there I was getting pissed off, and I'd be all like, I'd be singing along but very aggressively. Get up your lap! Oh my god!
Christ.
But yeah, that actually combines with the other topic, and it's like, what is your favorite video game memory too? So like,
TF2.
so yes, like it could
We
be,
knew
it could
about
be
you.
just like example, hanging out with my cousin playing Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 gun game, or it could be something that happened while you were playing like alone or something like that. I don't know, like Minecraft, the creeper exploded and you
Dude,
whatever, you know.
my favorite memory is when I know this is like really cringe, but this is when I got the Easter egg for Zetsubo no Shima Black Ops 3. I was grinding that game out for like a full week because I was so bad at it, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the solo on Zetsubo no Shima. It's not that hard. It's just I was really dumb.
Yeah.
But I finally got it, and I was like, yeah. It was great.
This is hard for me because I have not to brag, but I have a lot. But
Yeah. I
it's
don't have a favorite. I just have a lot.
yeah, that's the case for me
All
too.
amazing.
Because it's like, it could be like the memory of like unlocking Mewtwo in Smash Brothers Melee. Because the way that you have to unlock Mewtwo in Melee is that you either do like over 100 or so matches or whatever, or wins. I forget the exact. Or you could either play the game for 24 hours. Or no, sorry, not 24, 6. That's another game. 6 hours. And I remember I turned on my GameCube. I launched the game. I put in 4 CPUs. I threw them in a match. And I made it so that way they didn't do anything. And then I got off the game, or then I left the GameCube on. I went to school, came back, kicked the CPU's butt, and then I unlocked Mewtwo. I was like, that was the easiest thing I had to do.
I had to done.
Shut up.
I
fixed my look. I fixed it. You can't hark.
Get it right the first time.
Okay, Brenden.
Is it my turn now, I'm guessing?
No.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite video game memory, probably the first time I beat King's Fall in Destiny.
Wait, what?
I just want to make it the first time I beat King's Fall, which was one of the raids in Destiny.
Oh.
There is some decent debate. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to open up my window real quick. Brenden,
Okay.
you go.
All right, I'm back. So
He's back.
there's some debate in the Destiny community over whether it's King's Fall or Vault of Glass that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Both are very well from Destiny 1.
Yeah.
The best one in Destiny 2 is unequivocally The Last Wish.
Oh yeah.
That one took, I think the first people to beat it took them over 20 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or over 17, sorry. Regardless, King's Fall was this, like, puzzle heavy. If you did it quickly, it took you 2 hours.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, the first, I want to say it was like the first puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
To like get into one of the rooms was there's this plate in the center of this room and a bunch of enemies that are like praying it towards this doorway.
Yeah.
If you when you step on the plate, 2 of the people will get this buff for 30 seconds with an aura around them that everybody else can see.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to go into these other plates in different rooms.
Yeah.
As soon as the buff is off, as soon as the buff timer ends on the person that had it, they get 10 stacks of this thing. They have to go back into the center plate to charge that, and somebody else that was in the aura gets the buff that holds the aura.
Oh.
If you're in those side rooms and you're not in that aura, you take damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Like, continually.
Oh, what?
And if you just put if you have the stacks to go into the center, you can't get the aura again.
Oh, wow.
So you have to have 3 people on each side continuously cycling.
You have to, like...
Because it takes about 25 seconds for all 10 of your stacks to go into the door to get it to start to open.
Wow, yeah.
So you have to have 3 people on each side continually cycling perfectly while you're getting shot at. And that was the doorway to the first boss fight.
Oh. The first?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Out of 4.
I'd just give up, man. I'd be like, all right, that's it. I'm done. Oh, my God. That sounds...
So Cam and I, my cousin, went in there with like 4 people that we found on like an LFG site. And we started at like 8 at night.
Yeah.
Went until like 1:30 in the morning when we finally beat it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Those weapons. the shit that we got from it, like, spoke to me on a spiritual level. Like, I got them and I just, like, my quality of play just, like, improved.
It enhanced your
notably.
controller. It was like...
Yeah, it was like getting the fucking paddles on the bottom. Except it was just a gun.
Yeah.
It was a collection of pixels and data.
And you were just like, my life is complete. And nothing will top this day.
They also looked dope. The guns looked like they were made of bones and like tendons.
Nice.
Yeah. Nick, if you want another fun one, search up Doom of Chelchis.
I thought of another favorite gaming memory, and that's when I completed Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds for the first time, because that was like the first Zelda game I ever completed, and it was a super good game. I also completed Ocarina of Time, because I completed that during last year, or no, yes, last year's entire week of a snow day we had.
Polar vortex.
And
It was gross out. It was super gross.
I just, every day, I'd get up at 12:30ish after I had lunch. I'd sit down in front of my N64, and I'd just crank it for like 5 hours, sometimes 6, and then I got to Ganon, and I finally beat him. I was like, yes!
I was gonna say that and every time that I've ever beaten what I referred to as wall monsters in Monster Hunter.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh.
Which, for those of you that don't know, a wall monster is a monster that it's different. They're different for each player, but it's a monster that you hit it, and it's like hitting a wall where you just can't fucking beat it.
Yeah, it's...
They're so goddamn long. I found one recently in World. It's called the Barioth.
Yeah.
I hunted one last night. The missions all have a 50-minute timer.
Yeah.
Usually you don't use half of that. This one I got the warning of 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I have 200 hours in that game, and I got the 5 minutes left warning on a hunt.
And Mitch, you just had to, like, your thing, you're like, what has happened to me?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It also, you get 3 lives for a hunt. It killed me twice in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so the rest of the fight, I'm playing like super defensively, and then it's like, all right, you have 5 minutes left. It had gone to sleep. I fucking blew up 2 bombs in its face. Wasn't quite dead yet. I've got like 2 potions left. My weapon is down like 2 or 3 levels of sharpness, and I'm just like, well, I'm at half health.
Yeah.
There's no use running potions because if I die, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And if I do the potion, I'm wasting time, and I might not get the thing.
Yeah.
I ended up killing it.
Nice.
I was there for one part. I needed 3 of them. I got 1.
Are you
and so
serious?
I want to die. Oh yeah, there's this whole thing with that game series called the Desire Sensor.
Oh.
So you know how like Skyrim, there's like their whole crafting system where it's like you need this many parts of this, many parts of this.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is built off of that.
Yeah.
That's how you get strong.
Yeah.
And there are certain parts that you can only get through either breaking certain parts of monsters or through like just dumb luck, like 2% drop chance. If you want one of those, the game will never give it to you. Like there's this T-Rex, and Justin needed a bunch of its fangs.
Yeah.
We would go on hunts. He would get 1 fang, and I was just there with him because I was like, fuck it, I want to play this game.
Yeah.
I got like 4 each hunt. He needed 14. In the 7 hunts that we did, I got like 28, and he got 6.
Oh my god.
Dude.
He got like all these super rare drops from it that he didn't need and didn't want. He was like, what the fuck? I got a gem. They're 1% drop rate on gems. He got like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Over 7 hunts. 5 over 7 hunts.
Mick, why?
6 fangs. The fangs have a like 30% drop rate.
I'm trying to go out.
All right.
Yeah, I love Monster Hunter. Another one of my favorite memories is that when I came over to yours and Justin's house, how we went down to your basement and we got in the recliner chair thing. It was just you, Justin, and me, and we were on for Ultimate, and you guys are just like, Austin, you suck.
Oh, I forgot that you had 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, I have 4 Ultimate. I have World. I love World. It's so much fun.
World is so. Do you have Iceborne?
No, I haven't played it much recently because unfortunately for my PS4, it's like the only console that's not in my room, and it's out in the living room. And that's where
you should move that into your room sometime, and then we should play that because I have Iceborne, and I'm like
Yeah, I definitely would, but like my sisters also use it for The Sims 4. So and it's also like,
Well, tell your sisters to.
Man up.
I was gonna say like eat an entire kielbasa and fuck off for like 2 hours
Yeah.
so that you can beat up a T-Rex.
yeah.
I'm gonna beat up a T-Rex and take his nose bone. What the fuck are you talking about? It's Monster Hunter. Go back to your business.
Go back upstairs. Watch your TikToks and Jake Pauls.
Now excuse me while I punch this catfish in its legs.
Also, Nick, I thought that was Brenden that posted first because I saw it. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, nice, Brenden." And then Brenden was like, "Oh, nice, Nick." I was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, but to segue to our final topic, who is someone you've always wanted to meet, like whether it be like a celebrity or a YouTuber or your dad, anyone, anyone.
John Swanson.
John's. Don't you mean Ron?
No.
John Swan.
John Swanson.
Who's? Am I
I
missing?
don't know about like. I don't think always wanted to meet because like that changes as you age.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're 5, you're like, yeah, I want to meet.
I want to meet the Wiggles.
Yeah, I don't know. You're like, I want to meet Mickey Mouse because you don't understand that cartoons aren't real.
Yeah.
In recent years, any of the people on Critical Role,
That's
they are very they everything that I've seen of them, they seem like very nice people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they would be interesting to have a conversation with,
Yeah.
especially Mercer, because that fucker wrote a book on D&D.
nice. And you just walk up, you're like, can we talk about it?
Also, dude, literally any of them, that's their favorite thing to talk about
Nice.
is D&D. Well, they started playing D&D because one of them wanted to do it for his birthday, and now they have an animated show on Amazon.
Nice.
Nice.
That's the best way to just spiral.
It comes
out
out this
control.
fall. I highly suggest watching it. It involves vampires and a revenge plot.
I will. Yeah.
Also, gnome running into a house, turning into a triceratops, and then burning that house down. It's referred to as the Scanbo incident
Scanbo.
because his name is Scanlan, and so they just combined Scanlan and Rambo. And the guy that plays Mustang in Full Metal Alchemist, he's like in real life 6'4", 220, and he is sitting there at the table watching this with the biggest like 12-year-old grin on his face, just like, oh my god. If you guys, if you want examples of really high quality role playing in D&D, I highly suggest watching anything Critical Role.
Oh yeah.
It's also just some of the best story that you're gonna get.
Yeah. It
Do
sounds.
not expect your D&D games to be like that.
yeah.
It's Critical Role has been referred to as Critical Role is to D&D what porn is to sex. Of like, it's some top quality shit.
Yeah.
But if you expect your experience to go like that, you're going to be very
Yeah.
disappointed.
Be like, all right, I ordered the pizza. Wait.
Hold on a minute.
But going back to like what you said earlier about like how it changes, like I definitely experienced that. Like I used to want to meet Pro Jared, now I'm kind of like, but like for the majority of it, it has stayed the same. Like, and it's added a few people now. What Comic-Con was it? I think 2 years ago. I went to Comic-Con in Grand Rapids, and I got to meet the Odd Ones Out and something else, YT. They're super nice. I remember at that con specifically, I had saw some guy with the most beer gut you could ever see, and he was cosplaying as Starfire. from Teen Titans.
You knew exactly what he was doing.
Adam something else YT he while James the Odd Ones Out was signing one of the things, he was like, so have you seen any cool cosplays? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but I also saw some guy with a beer gut in a Starfire cosplay. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have to look for that for myself. I'm like, you might.
That reminds me of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
When we with this guy who was cosplaying as Dio at one of the vendors, and he had the same exact thing. He had a beer belly, and I was like,
I'm
trying
to find the picture, but I don't know where it is.
like I wanted to take a picture of them, then I was like, everything.
Yeah, but oh my god, it was super cool. And then I almost got to meet. I wanted to meet one day the creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kevin Eastman, because he was at the first Grand Rapids Comic-Con convention I went to. But unfortunately, the line was closed because everyone was there to see him. So that was a little bit of a bummer. And I was also a few months ago. Actually, do have the screenshot. But a few months ago, I was in a Discord call. I mean, it's not technically meeting, but it's like chatting, you know. But I was in a Discord call with this YouTuber I really like. His name is Yakko. He's a little unknown because like not super unknown, but like he's at like 155.
Justin was in a Discord call with Martin Shkreli once.
Really?
He probably called him a faggot.
Yeah, but I don't know why I didn't take my own screenshot, but someone else did and threw it into the general chat in his subreddit. But you can see me right there, Teeny Wee Supreme talking. And I got to talk to him. It was super cool. He was a super chill guy. He had just released a new video. It's really cool when you meet someone. Brenden, what about you?
Oh, that and anybody from The Expanse. The show, The Expanse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Anyone I would meet? I don't really know, actually. I don't really, have anyone specific I would want to meet.
What about the girl who does Jill from Resident Evil? Or Leon?
Whatever. I'd rather meet Leon, personally.
Leon, okay.
Which Resident Evil?
The new one, the remake.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one or the...
I think that's Mercer, which... That means you and I want to meet the same person.
Mitch is like, hey, Brenden, I'm going to go meet Mercer. Brendan's just like, I'm in.
Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking who? It's McCree and Leon Kennedy. Also Jotaro Kujo.
Yeah.
I would totally love to meet that person.
Yeah, Brenden now is like, oh, wait. Oh.
I totally forgot about his existence.
Yeah,
Where has he been all my life?
Yeah, Brenden, I just want to point that out to you. Leon Kennedy and Jotaro Kujo are voiced by the same dude in English.
Both my dreams in one person. Yes.
Brenden just goes to a convention, walks up to him and is like,
are you Jotaro Kujo and Leon Kennedy and McCree?
And they just ask him to say like 3 different lines from like the separate series and combine them into one
sentence.
What? Yeah,
Bro,
but
I had a panic attack and just I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah, don't mind.
Yeah, wait, Nick, did you mention anyone?
No, I have not. I mostly would want to meet all the sciencey kind of people. So like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, big brain guy over here. Big brain guy.
Big brain guy. Yes, I am the most giant brain. Bill Nye, the science guy, of course. He's great. And then the author of the book I've been reading, I forgot what.
Do you think whenever someone goes up to Bill to meet him, they're just like, Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
Yeah,
Bill,
he probably socks him in the face too.
My favorite is the one where is the whole thing that Buzz Aldrin punched a dude out for claiming that the moon landing was fake, and he was like 70 something when he did it.
Yeah,
dude.
I love that.
There was some guy. What's the lead singer of Sugar Ray?
Sugar Ray.
The band. Hold on.
I don't know what that is.
It's a band that gets clowned on.
Thank you.
Nickelback?
No, Sugar Ray. Hold on. It's
Sugar Ray.
yeah. Oh, Mark McGrath. McGrath.
McGrath.
McGraw-Hill?
Hold on. It's.
McGraw.
Oh, I have to take a screenshot. There we go. This dude, but I remember there's this infamous clip of him online where some 13-year-old after like a concert or whatever was outside and he was like, and the kid was like, sugar gay. he just went off. Like Mark, he just went, oh, I'm gonna break your skin. I'm gonna. He like threatened the kid. And the kid was like, what did I say? What did I say? It was so funny. Oh, yeah. But yeah. I think that's about it for this episode. It's a pretty good one.
stuff.
Yeah. I hope you.
I learned that the voice of Leon Kennedy is also the voice of Jotaro Kujo.
Yeah, I'm just dropping knowledge bombs.
Bruh.
Yeah, but I thank you all for watching and listening. Hopefully soon to be up on Spotify. I'm still working that out. And by working it out, I mean I open up a tab on how to do it, and then I forget to do it.
We'll yell at him for the next week.
Yeah, but thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
All right.
Fuck all of you.